My name is Greg Nicolett. I'm the composer for Potionomics, developed by Voracious Games, and I'd love to take a couple minutes to share with you a bit about my process in writing the music, as well as highlight some of the amazing musicians who helped me record it. When Jadi, the lead developer, first approached me, he was excited about the fact that I had written some music for Disney, because he was aiming for sort of a Pixar style with the characters and animation and wanted the music to fit into that aesthetic. For me, that suggested working with live orchestra. I grew up playing in orchestras, that music's basically in my blood, so I was really excited about this direction. Now, we don't use orchestra on every track in the game, but when it's there, you really feel its power. The music in Sylvia's shop is leaning a bit on nostalgia that I have for games like Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Final Fantasy VII, where the item shops in the game felt kind of like a refuge, where the music was always jaunty, the vibe was always super positive. Now, time of day is an important mechanic in the game, and so we wanted the music to reflect that. So depending on the time of day, the music will actually change. So rather than that upbeat track you were listening to, which will play during the afternoon time slots, you'll start to hear more soothing, contemplative music for the evening slots. Things really get interesting when you start meeting other characters in the game. We wanted each character to feel like they were walking out of their own unique video game world, and so we weren't afraid to jump into different genres from time to time. For example, Sid is a traveling musician, and she just landed a standing gig at the Heroes Guild, which is basically the local tavern in the center of Rafta. But as you get to know her, you start to realize she'd rather be writing music that's a little harsher, a little edgier, and so her theme is the Potionomics equivalent of our Rage Against the Machine track. Muktuk is the local blacksmith in the game. He's big, he's boisterous, really confident, and so we're leaning on the bolder elements of the orchestra for him. Lots of brass, low strings, male vocals. But he's also got a spiritual side to him, as well as kind of a goofy side too, so I'm trying to capture all of that. The Cat Pirates, also known as Salt and Pepper, are accompanied by a meow choir, of course, which I am happy to say I did record and sing myself. And then there are the villains. Boss Finn is a classic gangster. He makes no illusions of the fact that he is there to just make your life miserable. I wanted his theme to be just as obnoxious as he was, and I thought full saxophone section, big band, drum solos were the way to go. So Corsac is many things. He's a huntsman, he's an environmentalist, he's a traveler. I wanted his theme to both reflect his ability to tap into nature as well as function almost like a snapshot of the different places he's lived. And so you'll hear the cello, which is more of a Western instrument, paired with the erhu, which is an ancient Chinese stringed instrument, both performed and embellished amazingly beautifully by Tina Guo. And as soon as I saw Roxanne's character art, I just knew she needed a tango. Now, Helene isn't exactly a villain per se, but she is the reason why you are in this mess to begin with. She's a loan shark, and whenever she comes to visit, she's always very professional and very courteous. But there's also this underlying sense of threat to everything she says, and so I wanted her theme to be pretty sinister. I also wanted to imbue it with a sense of dark magic, and I think that the vocal trio Artemisia really brings that with a very unsettling vocal performance. As a composer, I was never really lacking inspiration on this project. Every character, every piece of art design just gave me more musical ideas. It was a really amazing project to be a part of.